Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as we'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing, Prescott, rolling to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Prescott now. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
118. What's that?
Stroud will look to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Harrison Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. That's caught at the 2. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And he's going to get out of bounds at least. So the fake spike does yield a completion. But that's a big risk to run there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Lamb will go in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
47.
To throw is Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. A quick throw there is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. And whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Stroud looking to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
What's up? 18. What's up?
A handoff here to Ogunbowale, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 10.
All right. 118. What's that? Today.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. Steps away. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken a fourth-quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Yeah, kill. Boy,
Prescott to throw it. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact, low time there, and now 4th down.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Here we go, going to 54, right here. Here we go, 46.
Desperation time, Prescott on 4th. He's got his target, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll get 7 yards. from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Prescott. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dallas. Jake Ferguson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
47.
Now back to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This is caught by Dare Ogunbowale. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
18. What's that?
Stroud to throw it. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Here now, 3rd down. Stroud. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter, here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Plenty of time, and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that'll be caught. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Caught the defense napping a little bit there, expecting the spike, faked it, completed the pass.
You have to be prepared for everything nowadays. You can't just go off of the look, they're going to spike it and relax. Now they complete passes downfield, and usually in key situations, this is a tough one for the defense. I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Now Stroud. And this pass broken broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't, because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
118. What's up?
Here's Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Already. 118. What's up?
At the 5-yard line.
Here's Stroud. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The Texans will line up for the
Stroud looks to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 19-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Here we go.
Stroud back to throw. He's got Higgins over the middle. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth.